Chapter 1. Cost of Saree. Once Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji went to a textile mill and he was accompanied by owner of mill. After going around mill, Shastri Ji went to see warehouse of that mill. There he saw some saris on display. Seeing those, Shastri Ji requested owner of mill to show him some saris. Owner was happy with his request and asked his salesman to bring best saris to him. Owner showed him various kinds of saris, and each one of them were unique and of high quality. Shastri Ji liked one of those saris and asked owner about its price. Mill owner told him that cost of that sari was 800 Rs. After knowing sari cost, Shastri Ji said, "This is too expensive. Can you please show me saris which are less expensive?" Owner asked his salesman to bring little less expensive saris to him. So the mill owner started showing him other saris, quoting prices like worth 500, worth 400, and so on. Shastri Ji said, "These are still too expensive. Are there cheaper saris which a poor person like me can afford?" Owner was surprised by his response and said, "But you are Prime Minister of India. How can you be called poor? Moreover, you don't have to pay for any saree you take because this would be a gift for you." "No, my dear friend, I can't accept such expensive gifts," replied Shastri Ji. Owner still insisted that it was his privilege that Prime Minister of India visited him, and in return he wanted to offer sari as gift. To this, Shastri Ji replied, "Yes, I may be the Prime Minister, but that does not mean that I should accept all those things that I cannot afford and give them to my wife. Although I am a Prime Minister, I am of limited means. Please show me some cheaper saris. I will buy those that I can afford." Finally, Shastri Ji purchased a cheaper sari which he could afford for his wife. Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji was so honest and noble that temptations could not sway him at all.
Chapter 2. Giving Advice. Once there was a little boy became obsessed with eating sweets. His mother got worried because of his excessive sweet-eating habit and tried many ways to stop him from eating. However, nothing seemed to work. Near village lived a wise man who was respected by everyone, so she decided to take him to that wise man in hope that her son may listen to him. Mother went to wise man with her son. There she met him and said, "My son eats sweets every time. Will you please tell him that it's bad for his health?" After listening to her, wise man thought for a while and refused to give any advice to that boy at that time. He asked mother to return to him after a month. She wondered why he asked them to return after a month. Why not tell boy to stop eating sugar at that time, yet she left. Later, she returned to wise man, and this time, wise man took boy for a walk, and after a while returned. He looked at boy and said, "Boy, you should stop eating sugar because it's not good for health." Boy nodded and promised that he will no eat sugar anymore. After this, mother left with her son. Few days later, she returned to wise man and said, "Thank you for your help. Boy has kept his promise made to you and hadn't eaten sugar since then." She was curious about why holy man needed a month to tell her son that. So she asked holy man, "When I first came to you, why didn't you told my son to stop eating sugar right then? Why did you ask me to return after a month?" Wise man smiled and replied, "At that time, I used to eat sugar myself, and I didn't had right to tell your kid stop eating sugar. But now I don't eat sugar anymore. That's why I was able to tell your kid to stop eating sugar." Moral: a person's example is much powerful than just words. When we ask a person to do something, we must do it ourselves too. Always make sure that your actions matches your words.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel.